I'm
at me
in.
and connect.
I think
You
we're
look
ready.
stunning.
Thank you.
You look good.
You think so?
You look slim.
What the hell? Someone said that online.
I know.
Somebody said that online. Okay,
That
someone
you're
on
losing
TikTok.
weight.
They were like, "What happened to Zach? He used to be perfect. Now he looks too skinny." I'm like,
That's
Yes,
my dream for someone to say. She used to look perfect. Now she looks too skinny.
"That's so good." I was actually a little offended. So why don't you stop commenting on my body? Unless, actually, keep commenting on my body.
Yeah, it's
actually,
good for the algorithm. You look thin. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm actually doing. I think it's all a shadow illusion.
Okay.
From a beard. A beard makes your body like your face.
What you know what I think it is?
What you
I
think?
think because you've done another one of your mushroom ceremonies, you've released internal weight,
Which
that
is baby fat.
which comes out as baby fat.
Guys, I did the shadow work and was finally able to release my baby fat.
I think that's what happened.
I actually
I think you're lighter. Body,
literally
soul. Body, soul.
think you're right.
No, I agree with me.
100% going in with a bang. This is La Podcast. We've begun?
We've begun, yeah. I assume you're complimenting your beginning.
And Lizzie confirmed we've begun.
And hey, we've been going for like 5 minutes.
That's Lizzie on the hot mic over here. That is Lizzie, my darling.
My darling, that's Lizzie. You can hear her voice sing-songy.
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 And I was listening to our previous episode, as I'm ought to do. I don't do anything else
I
besides
listen to
relive
our
these moments.
Own podcast constantly. I giggle to myself on the train and people must say, oh, she's listening to some new media. It's my own voice.
Oh, it's my own voice.
With my
louder.
best friends.
Yeah, I'm turning it up. You know what I mean? But you spoke, we got you trapped in a Southern accent spiral.
You did, yeah.
And I think
like
you should
that.
talk like that all the time.
Well, when I
Oh!
go
Well.
home, it really comes out. It's just I have to be around it.
I don't know, like, why?
Can I say something?
Please.
I've been having visions.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I'm
you
so
don't
glad
mind.
you interrupted us for this.
Oh, thank
If
God.
you don't
Holy
mind,
shit.
I'd like to speak on those.
Yes.
So I recently, my hair was dyed brunette. I don't know if
Yes.
anyone's
Yeah.
The elephant
noticing
in
that.
the room.
Yeah. Oh, we haven't even brought that up yet.
We have to talk about the elephant in the room, which is the fact that I went to a hairdresser. I said, please match my extensions to my regular hair, and she dyed my entire head brunette.
What was the actual color?
And
she
I'll
said?
tell you what.
Yeah, I want to know the actual color.
She blue dried my hair, and I said, She blue dried my hair, and I said, this is brunette, and she goes, no, it's blonde 7.
Ow! Oh, how
And
karma! That
Oh,
wicked
how
knife of karma slicing you like
Gabby
butter.
is my boyfriend. Gabby is my boyfriend. So the universe. So Zach spoke to the universe in his mushroom ceremony. He told the universe dye Gabby's hair blonde 7 to prove once and for all that you're a blonde. But I tell you this now. No, don't speak yet.
Do not speak on your podcast.
Do not speak on your podcast. I tell you this now. This is brunette. This is brunette. Sandy Beach
I would say
for legal reasons.
it's Sandy Beach legally.
Legal? Okay.
Also, I would say, and you have a hat on right now, but I do think your hair is slightly darker than this.
Why don't we let the audience be the judge?
Let's match. Let's do a match.
Subscribe. Okay, let's do it. Like, what do you think,
Yeah,
audience?
yeah,
Here you go.
Gabby's-
Parker is in the room. Parker, what do you think?
Parker.
Whose
Yeah.
hair? Who's more blonde?
Gabby
Why?
is
Well, why don't we quit? Why don't we just stop the
What are you
podcast?
seeing?
No, it is the
Yeah.
same. Now that I'm seeing it like that, it's the same.
Are
I
you saying
disagree.
that? Are you saying that just to please Zach? Because
Oh.
I met you first. Because I met you first.
I'm just saying, karma is a wicked mistress when you betray her.
There's parts of like your beard that are lighter like that, but like I would
And
say
beard's not your head. And beard's not your head.
Your head is darker.
Listen, I'm okay. I'm a mature grown man. It doesn't hurt me
Totally.
personally when you don't call me blonde anymore.
I would
okay?
say you're a mature grown woman, but I'm not going to argue.
No, I just think that is so funny. that is like so funny that like you guys were like, Zach's not blonde. And I'm like, I'm blonde 7. A professional told me. You guys laughed in my face. The audience laughed in my face.
People were laughing at home.
People were laughing at
People
me.
DM'd us saying, I'm laughing at home. I'm laughing at home.
Like Zach in his dreams.
In his
He's
fucking
beachy
dreams.
blonde.
When this woman looked me dead in the eyes through a mirror, hairdressers never look you dead in the eyes
No.
because you turn to stone. You have to look at them through a mirror. So this woman looked at me through the mirror and she said, this is blonde 7. And my jaw, if my lip flip wasn't holding my mouth so solidly together, my jaw would have hit the floor. Crack, 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 crack.
Theoretically, if my lips could be moving, they would be moving down towards the
down
floor.
onto the floor.
I just want to say, karma, bitch.
I'll tell you what,
is a bitch. Okay.
karma is a bitch.
So you are a completely new woman.
So I'm a different woman. I feel like a girl in a book.
Yes. A girl with a girl and a book, or a girl
A girl
in a book
with a book in a book.
about a story of her writing
A book.
Yeah.
I feel so smart and shy.
You are.
I'm walking around like looking at people like
a doe. Like a doe in a creek in the
doe.
night.
I feel so fragile. I feel so afraid of everything, if that makes sense. Blondes aren't afraid of everything because that's not our culture. Brunettes, it's
Well, blondes are the monster you're afraid of. Okay.
exactly right. They're pure evil.
Blondes are the evil in the world.
Exactly. I mean, you told me that I looked like Bella Swan. I've been thinking about that every second of every day since you said it.
Yeah, sorry.
And
I had to do that.
no, don't be sorry. It's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. And I'm really living in that fantasy. I'm looking at guys like through my hair, like that.
You're
This
wearing
is so brunette. This
You're wearing a lot more long, lanky sleeves.
is brunette. What?
Yeah, it's like my car. It's like a girl who like is like, ugh, like, you know, guy's girl, but still a girl.
Ugh. I
You
don't know
look
how to work
amazing.
my car.
We were deciding for the podcast that maybe I would dye my hair bleach blonde and
And
we
we
would just swap, right? That could be kind of fun.
I like that idea.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
We are also a new studio right now.
Yes.
You might notice that there's a raw sexual energy coming from the podcast.
It's because
today.
me and Gabby are like weirdly close. like I would say.
We've never been this close in real life.
I've never been this close to a woman. you know?
I know.
The last woman I was this close to was when I was coming out of her. You know what I mean? Like that was it.
Yeah,
You know?
and you're not even talking about your mom.
I'm
So we're in a matte black studio.
Yeah, matte
which
black.
is my favorite color, matte black.
Totally.
Famously, I can't wait to move to a little town where there's like housing laws where all the houses have to look exactly the same.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
Imagine if some bitch named Betty across the street was like, you can't paint your house that color. I'd be like, I'm doing it, bitch.
I'm doing
and
it.
I fucked your husband and he liked it.
And
Okay?
he likes me.
He likes
really
me.
likes me.
I every time I walk into my house, he's like,
And I'm like, stop.
all right,
stop.
Peter. All right, Peter.
His name is Peter. Peter and Betty are your neighbors. So you live in this little town, and there's all these like historical rules about how all the houses have to be white with blue shutters. You see what I'm saying. But I moved to that town. I buy a house as a blonde 7 woman, and I dye
In this
and I
world.
dye that house matte black. Do you hear
Oh, I
me?
thought you were going to say blonde 7.
My house is blonde 7. I'm blonde 7. My family is blonde 7. And don't look at us in the eyes, please.
Whoa, now everyone's obsessed with blonde 7. I bet it's like, I'm just saying, it was me.
I'll tell you what, it was me.
Wait, something just came to me.
Okay.
And I know we got to move on.
We do.
I got
Quickly.
the psychic energy blast from Lizzie in the back of my head that it's time to move on.
Put a pin
I'm
in
getting-
psychic really
It's me
quick.
going.
I'm like, wow. We're also like, I could like touch Lizzie right now. Hold on. Yeah, there we go.
And if you could just,
I'm a conduit between my two best girls.
electricity flows through us. Electricity
It
flows through us. We are the
Which
witches
is
that your
mothers didn't burn.
forgot to burn.
Okay. Are we there?
I just remembered something really good. Put a pin in that memory. Put a pin in psychic. Say what you were going to say.
It's the first day of spring.
Is it?
Today is the spring equinox.
Well, it's freezing cold out.
I know, but that is Old Man Winter's last grab for your heart, bitch. Okay, it is now spring, which is a fun, flirty
Old
girl.
Man Winter's last jerk off.
Yeah, he jerks off, and then now it's
It's like, come blast. I'm done. I'm good. See you next year.
well, now it's girly girl. Like I've met spring is a girly. You know, summer is a hot guy. We all know that. Okay, and autumn is an aged woman.
Autumn is
Yeah.
a mother with auburn hair.
Yes, yes.
That's true. You can't even argue that in a court of law. A jury of my peers would say, yeah.
No, of course.
Yeah.
I think that I am going to live this new spring up that's coming because I have just actually ended the spring of my life. I just turned 30.
Yeah, same.
You know what I mean? Yes, same.
Yeah, same. Yeah, same.
This podcast all of a sudden just got awkward because it's 3 30-year-olds.
Three 30-year-olds like
chill.
should not be able to meet. Do
No.
you know what I mean? What is this? A presidential campaign? Like,
Yes.
what do we have to say about anything anymore?
Well, it's kind
We
of.
know too much, so we should say less.
I just think like
It's like just went like this.
a podcast with like a few 20-somethings. Like
That's fun.
Like strap me in, you buckle up. They're wild stories, globetrotting. You know what I mean? 3 30-year-olds like, oh, aw.
It's sad.
Like,
There's a sadness to it. Do you
where's the
remember
kid?
the Globetrotters?
Yes.
Do you remember that basketball team?
They still exist.
They still exist. That they
Yeah.
would just, their whole thing is they didn't play games.
No, they like do tricks.
They just do tricks.
Oh, I thought they did both.
Nar.
I thought the Globetrotters were a professional basketball play, but then as a side gig, they did magic shows. You know, like,
Well, first of all, there's no magic involved.
wait,
I mean, honestly,
use that ball on a pen. You just twirl a ball on a pen. That's magic.
That's magic to me. They are just on the court. What do? Do a day rental of the court?
they
And
literally
just-
they perform at Barclays all the time.
and they just do
Let's
big
go.
ball tricks.
Yeah.
Ball tricks.
Let's go. I've looked at tickets.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
I'd really like to go.
Tricks? Are you kidding me? Of course.
I'd like to. Can we
little
reach out to
excursion?
them and see if we can make content for them and then go for free, please?
Sure.
I just couldn't
I'll reach
imagine that our like audience and like the Globetrotters for first graders is like
See,
a
I
huge
actually
crossover.
I see the crossover
I
maybe
see the
more than you
crossover.
could see it.
I bet. I bet that's true.
You know how randomly we found out that a bunch of like school therapists listen to this podcast?
so fucked up. We're fucking up those kids. The trickle down of that. Is
The
fucked up.
pyramid scheme of school therapists listening to our garbage and then seeping that into America's youth is pretty dangerous.
I think that's what we're seeing right now.
Yeah.
I think
this isn't
the
not
Gen Alpha, the
hate
iPad
speech.
generation, the La Podcast generation. It's like the silent generation, but reverse.
Are they Gen Alpha?
That's what the after Z.
The next generation is Gen Alpha.
Does that make the next one Gen Beta?
I don't
Yeah.
think so. Actually.
Have we looked this
it's
up?
something weird, yeah. And
I think-
then we have to serve because we have to move on.
I'd like to say what I'm serving because I put a pin in it twice.
Okay,
Yes, you can.
let's do a serve and let's go into our main segment, guys. We have something juicy like a fucking Reuben. Okay,
yeah.
all the meats in the middle. Here we go. Okay. Sorry, more muffaletta.
The pros you just said, I've never heard you say. I've never even heard you mention a Reuben before.
I've never said that word.
Let alone a muffaletta.
I didn't even know I knew what a muffaletta was until the second after I said it. Then I remembered I knew what it was. Ugly sandwich.
The deep
the
well,
least fuckable sandwich,
Yeah.
I think, in the deli.
the deep well of knowledge
zeitgeist.
you hold is so special.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm serving you this past week. I turned 30 years old.
yes.
Yikes.
So Zach's been
Yep.
yapping about being 30 for years and years. And by that I mean one extra month than me. It's my time. Stop showing your body. This
Oh,
is my
sorry,
time.
you're serving.
This is my time. Don't distract people.
I just wanted like a
You
side
look
note.
thin, by the way.
That's
and
so
let him spiral
cool.
about that while I say what I'm saying.
I just want to, before you keep talking.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it to sound like that.
Yeah. Say it. Say it.
Spit it out.
For the audience, I wanted them to know that halfway between yours and my birthday is Valentine's Day.
Did you know that our half birthday,
Between
my half
our-
birthday is Valentine's Day?
Great.
Isn't
No,
that?
oh, that wasn't worth it?
Because I would say that makes perfect sense.
No, it makes sense. Stop yelling at mommy.
Sorry.
It makes sense.
Lizzie, we match.
Yeah, we do.
And the audience will never know.
I actually match Lizzie, so relax. I match Lizzie via sweater and you pants shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, so I turned 30 last week, and I had a really insane week in that I dyed my hair brown.
Yep.
My dad told me I should start an OnlyFans with
Yep.
no explanation.
Oh, wow.
And
That's awesome.
also, I went to a psychic with Tourette's on Long Island.
30 hits you like a truck, bitch.
It comes in threes.
Everyone's like, oh, it'll be the same. Oh, it'll be the same. Everything's different now.
Yeah.
Immediately, everything's different. I drove 2 hours into Long Island to talk to the psychic with Tourette's. And here's the thing about the psychic. Don't know her name, by the way. Don't know her name, by the way.
That's so
You didn't-
that's
you
so
didn't
much
get her
more
name?
powerful.
Didn't get her name.
I can't.
What
Because
did
it's you walk in the door, it starts.
Oh.
Walk in the door, it starts.
How did you book? Like when you booked?
So this is the crazy thing about this psychic,
Okay.
okay? She's only from recommendation.
Love.
Wow.
You have to be recommended.
Okay.
Like a really good med spa. And and she my best friend Becca, friend of the pod,
Yo.
went to her through recommendation last time. And the whole thing you have to do is that someone who's been to her has to text her the first initial of your name, and either she doesn't get any feelings and you go on a wait list that's 3 years long, or she feels something right away and you get scheduled right away. Becca texted her on a Sunday. She scheduled me immediately for the next Saturday.
Wow.
She got a feeling something came up her ass, out her mouth, into her eyes, into her brain, out her ears, and said, "Get this girl here."
Get this girl here at Blonde 7.
Blonde
That's all
7.
she saw.
All she saw Blonde 7.
7.
So I drove into Long Island. I knock on this woman's kitchen door, and she
Lovely.
says, "Come in. I'm baking." So I walk in. This woman is making muffins.
It's perfect. This is a perfect aesthetic.
And she
Like,
says, "Sit there." And I do. And she starts scribbling on bright green construction paper
Hell yeah.
a bunch of names while having Tourette's. Okay. And her Tourette's, when Becca went, she kept calling her a fucking slut,
yeah.
which is awesome. And this time she just kept saying, "Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah." So my whole reading was really fun.
It sounds like a Spike TV sort of like,
Yeah.
hell yeah, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, fuck yeah. Who's David? That's your dad? Hell yeah, fuck yeah. Like, it was awesome.
Oh, we got to have this on the pod.
I want her on the pod, but she doesn't want to do media.
Oh, that's so powerful.
I know,
That's
I-
so powerful.
I know. And what I learned from her, I learned so many things.
Yeah. Highlights.
I spoke to my dead aunt, who then talked shit about my stepmom.
Love
That
it.
was fun.
Fucking rock and roll out loud.
Rock and roll out loud that
sounds
ghosts
cool.
are still in on the drama.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
really liked that.
I mean, that goes with what we said before about like ghosts have something to deal. Like they still.
Well,
have
they're
something-
losers.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, let's like reframe that because it's your aunt now. They just
My-
have some unfinished business.
Business. And sometimes you think that the unfinished business is going to be like, finding peace or whatever. Sometimes she just wants to gossip a little bit more.
I could see that for us.
A
like,
little
right at
bit more.
the end, being like, yeah. I just have one more thing.
One more thing.
One more thing.
Blonde 7.
She copied me.
I need to disappear. So she said a lot of stuff to me that I don't have to share. But the one thing that really stuck out is that she said I'm going to be on a long-running TV show. And with a Long Island accent, she said, "You're like a really good actress."
That rocks.
That's great.
I said, "Thank you."
I think so too.
Whatever your name is. And then she said, "You are going to meet your husband in a few years. You haven't met him yet.
Good.
Goodbye to all my crushes.
Bye.
Goodbye to all my
You
crushes."
didn't make
Goodbye.
the cut.
Wow,
Okay.
what a good
Relief.
what a good release.
Because I
Sever them in the
had
head.
a roster going. Cuts.
They don't-
Cuts.
yeah.
We're picking new teams,
Yeah.
And I'm gonna meet him in a few years through work. He's 6'4" with a full head of hair.
Thank
Wow.
God.
Yeah, a psychic told me that.
Congratulations.
A psychic told me that. And I'm going to have 2 children. And the first one's a daughter, the second one's a son, and they're both really gorgeous and funny.
Yay! I just want that's so really cool.
Thank you.
That is so really cool and awesome.
Yeah.
You need to understand that sometimes magic words are cryptic and it might come
Don't
to
do
you
this to me. I
not
know
in
what
the
you're
way.
about to say, and
what
don't do
if
it.
the 6'4" guy, like you meet him through work? What if it's me?
But
like, like that's what I'm
that's what
thinking.
I thought at first, obviously, because I'm like, no fucking chance. She's saying that I'm going to end up with Zach.
Well, you know what I mean?
But
like
it's somebody you haven't met before.
I know,
Exactly
but maybe
Exactly
Gabby
right.
just hasn't seen me in a certain light yet. Okay, I think that's what it is.
What do you want me to see you as not gay?
I think I'm gonna be like, say,
When
lifting
you dye
a
your hair
crate.
blonde, like
You
when
know, like
bleach it.
remember the when I like back. I'm 18,
You want to marry me?
No, literally, relax. Okay, relax your ass off. Okay. On that note, I quit. No,
You would never. You're married to your career, and your career is me.
You remember the 1800s?
Yeah.
Okay, remember like a guy lifting a crate in a dock.
Yes.
I'm gonna be doing that one day, and you're going to see
I
me.
can't even picture you
I-
near a dock.
I'm not even saying it's like sexual. I'm just saying you like your husband, like maybe we'll get to the point where we both like can't find anyone. And like it's like the let's just have a kid kind of thing.
But what does that have to do with you carrying a crate at a dock?
I just wanted everyone to imagine me sexy in a sexy situation. Me on a dock lifting one big crate full of glass. A
Glass?
Because it's strong, but I have to be delicate. That shows a lot. That shows a
Yeah,
lot of
you are
character.
right.
That
shows a
shows
lot.
father potential.
I'm like lifting
Like a newborn, that glass.
Yeah. But that being said, I'm happy, and I bet you're gonna meet the guy.
Yes.
Yeah, you have something against me, and I understand that.
I don't have anything against you. I'm trying to protect you.
Don't touch me.
I can't help it with this tiny couch. I'm fucking, you're helping my grill.
Oh my God. We have to be.
So
I
I'm
really wish
serving
the
you that
best for you.
sidekick.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready
Oh, for our
for the main segment?
Yeah.
Because the reason why I'm rushing us so much up top is because we have so much to talk about.
We have a lot.
We
today.
really do.
This is, everybody, a royal update. There's been so much going on with our girls that
Sorry.
we have to talk about it. And this isn't a deep dive because I think there's so much more that we need to see what happens with this.
I'm bringing
It's an
it for you.
ongoing
But
story.
It's an ongoing story, but this is just the first little tidbit, which is that she launched a new Instagram account for her lifestyle brand
Mhm.
LOL.
that's named
American Riviera Orchard. So
So
Meghan
wait.
Markle has been silent. Meghan Markle kicked off of Spotify, kicked off of Netflix. No one has heard from her. And the first time she breaks the silence is to say, here's my new Instagram. It's not Meghan Markle. It's American Riviera Orchard.
Wait, is she starting her new business venture?
You know when you go on a translator online, it's like your stripper name, your first pet, and the street you grew up on. She
In a
did
word that
this.
starts with an O.
She did this and she said American Riviera Orchard. That's my new big business now. And I do want to quickly read because she released no information.
Yeah.
It's just an Instagram with the graphic, and then it's a video of her in a gown walking around with flowers. That's the only information she gave on what American Riviera
this
Orchard
is so like Atelier Jolie.
Jolie. It is
just like
Atelier Jolie.
Yeah.
They are clearly something's happening.
Except we have less information because at least Atelier Jolie gave us a very long
Nothing.
I
page
feel
of nothing.
They gave us a lot, which gave us nothing. This
Yes.
gives us nothing, which tells
gives
us
us so
everything.
much.
Okay.
So then, obviously, the internet is such a beautiful and curious place.
Ecosystem, yeah.
Is that people went into the United States trademarks to figure out what she trademarked to make American Riviera Orchard happen. And I'm going to read you what that is.
Oh my God.
If you don't mind.
I'm just so confused on what it is.
So, a representative for the Duchess confirmed her association with the project, but declined to provide further details.
Totally.
Still, there are clues.
Yay!
A trademark application for American Riviera Orchard that was filed in early February seeks trademark approval for a retail store, cookbooks, tableware, and an impressive catalog of spreads: jellies, jams, marmalades, fruit preserves, garlic-based spreads, sesame-based spreads, fruit and nut butters.
Sesame-based breads and nut butters.
Yep. And then there's even furthermore cookbooks, recipe books, coffee and tea services. What is that? Tableware, servingware, decanters, dinnerware, chargers, napkin chargers.
That just freaks someone out in this room.
Chargers.
That's too many items.
What
That's
the
too many
fuck?
different products.
That makes no
You need
sense.
to organize your brand.
Is it in America or is it on the Riviera? Napkin rings, table placed card holders, and this word, hear me now, this word, Beveragewagere.
That's the name of the episode.
Beveragewagere.
Beveragewagere.
What is that?
Beveragewagere.
What is a Beveragewagere?
That's not even the end of the list. They didn't
What
even say, let's leave it on Beveragewagere.
What is a Beveragewagere?
Textile tablecloths, placemats,
No, answer
napkins,
my question.
kitchen, table linens, gift wrap of fabric, ... plus food.
An ellipse? They just said everything was food.
It ends on food.
So a Beveragewagere is not something you eat?
Beveragewagere.
What's in a Beveragewagere?
Read that word for me.
Beveragewagere.
That's Beveragewagere.
That's Beveragewagere.
Meghan Markle said, if American Riviera Orchard isn't enough, hear me now, Beveragewagere.
Beveragewagere.
Beveragewagere. Give me 5 guesses on what the fuck you think that is.
A Beveragewagere.
First thing that comes to my mind, dresses for a drink.
My of good.
Dresses, this
Mine's
isn't
like
a dress.
Mine's like a cozy that you put like a beer in, like a Beveragewagere.
Mine's like, you know when you put an earring on a wine glass to make sure it's yours?
Yes. Or those little like tiny like swimmer people or mermaids you put onto the rim
Yes.
of a glass. That's a Beveragewagere.
Picture this, a glass stiletto that you lean your wine glass in.
Or like a little perfect little queen size miniature bed that you tuck all of your forks and knives into.
That's beautiful. Or hear me now, high-end roofies.
Oh, Beveragewagere. Like it's like almost like a
Italian roofies.
like a Victorian like mint case.
Yeah.
It like opens like this.
And it just does
Roofie.
one drop at a time. And the poison's like,
Yeah, and it's like, no, just put it in the Beveragewagere.
please put in the Beveragewagere.
Plus food.
Food!
Wait, okay, so my thing
Garlic spreads, sesame spreads, different fruit and nut
Garlic
butters.
bread,
Sesame breads,
breads, nut breads, and more.
She is having a full mental breakdown in her kitchen in La Cienega or whatever she lives. And she's like, I need a kitchenware line, American Riviera Orchard, American Riviera tableware, food, beverage, sesame spread, garlic spread, any kind of spread. I need spreads.
I feel like she was
She's
like-
having a breakdown in her kitchen like, I need a spread.
I think she was walking like to a meeting with somebody about like a new project.
And she was taken
but
by a
she just got
vision?
like a call from Spotify and Netflix being like, the deal's over. So she was like, I don't have anything for this meeting. I don't have anything. She's freaking out. And then Harry is being like, but babe, and she's like, you're not helping Harry.
Enough.
And so like she's at the meeting and they're like, so what do you have any ideas? And she's looking around and there's like an American flag. And then like,
American, a picture of Italy, Riviera, and she's drinking wine. Orchard. And what is that, Megan?
Beveragewagere.
It's mostly Beveragewagere, as
like-
well as food. And they're like, here's $100 million.
They're like, okay, American Riviera Orchard, like, what do you think you guys would sell? Goods and services, tablewares, tables, cutlery.
Chargers. She sees her phone is dying. Chargers.
Everything she could think of in that moment. Card holders, a Beveragewagere. What? Can you repeat that last one? Did you get
No.
Beveragewagere.
Beveragewagere. So what kind of spreads? Well, garlic based as well as nut based and sesame based. Sesame based
breads.
spreads is not a thing. That's not a thing.
You know, dinnerware, chargers, napkins, like
Tableware books. What kind of books? Recipe books, cooking books, as well as other books. And food.
plus food.
Oh, wait. Hey, Meg. We're in.
We're in big time. Bitch.
We're in big time. What's the video gonna look like? I mean, me in a gown walking around my kitchen with flowers. We're in.
I feel like she's trying to pull a Martha Stewart. Like she's like, fine, if no one wants to hear me talk, I'll make a goddamn cookbook.
Yeah.
Like she's trying to do a lifestyle, like cultivate an aesthetic.
I'm excited to see.
Bitch, learn to code. Okay, I think
Learn to code. Flip the script. I mean, I think her calling something American Riviera Orchard is sort of our thing, is even stealing from us.
yeah, see, this bitch has no original ideas. That's like like.
She listened to one episode of this podcast and she said, "Oh, American Riviera Orchard."
Do you want to know something that's actually kind of crazy?
Yeah.
And then
Is
we have to wrap.
our podcast is doing better than Meghan Markle's.
Yeah. But we make way less money. And riddle
Yeah,
me
she's
that.
getting paid like triple to fail.
Yeah. That's so annoying. And that's privilege, by the way. That's privilege. Is you get paid to fucking suck. And we get nothing to be so goddamn good.
I love at the beginning of with the second she joined the family, we were on her side. It's like a very like whose
Yeah,
side
she
are we
really
on?
lost us. Because we were
both
really.
sides. We were against both sides now.
Yeah, we hate everyone now.
because they didn't pick us. Okay,
I can't wait for this.
Harry William, you would have helped him with his hair. I would have never let anyone see Harry, which was exactly what he wants.
I would keep him locked away. I would fix that hairline. Give me 30 minutes.
All right, guys, this episode has simply been a blast. You can catch me online.
Oh my god.
So you can catch Zach online and you can catch me on the web. We love you. Zach, really quick wings. Your body looks amazing. You look thin in a freeing way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lizzie, you look thin in a gorgeous way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're my god. You're my goddess. That's true.
You're my
That's
god-
Lizzie's my god. Zach's my goddess.
Yes.
I love you both. And I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
May I go?
Yeah.
Gabby, holy hell, bitch. We have been what a wild ride. Getting to know you. Moment one to now. high octane, full throttle. Okay, it has
Yeah.
been such a blast, and I can't wait for the rest of our lives to continue the blast, only going up. Okay,
Totally.
because we have high highs
and low
and
lows.
low. No, we don't. We have high lows. I would say.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's true. That's
We have low highs and high lows.
Yeah.
No. I love you.
I
don't
love
know what to tell you.
you.
Your hair looks amazing.
Thanks.
You look beautiful in
Thank
the
you.
face and body.
Thank you.
Anyone would be lucky. And the 6'4" guy with a full head of hair. I guess you're
Don't
not
do-
marrying the royal
Don't do
family.
air quotes.
I guess you're not marrying into the royal family. That must be sobering. But
Quick wings.
I'll leave her there.
It is sobering.
That must be sobering. You will never join them.
When I
Alma?
found out that my future husband has a full head of hair and I found out I'm not marrying into the royal family, it was sobering. It was sobering.
And Lizzie,
Yeah.
God damn, I love you
Stop
to
it.
bits and
I
pieces.
love you too.
You are my god and goddess, a
Thank
union
you.
of both the divine masculine and feminine, but
Thank
all
you.
feminine. Okay.
Yeah.
When you
Totally.
mix them together, you're actually I love you.
I love
When you mix those two together, I love you.
and I love you.
You could catch us on Patreon, patreon.com/thepodcast for extra content. Zach's going to do a spell this week. I'm going to start making the girl cinematic universe in Sims.
That rocks.
As well as my same Sims couple, which is old guy and young brunette woman with big tits. So I'll be doing both of those on Patreon in the same glass house. And you could find me on Instagram. You can find Zach on Instagram. You can find Lizzie on Instagram. And follow us on TikTok now. Our TikTok has been popping wow.
It's popping off. Follow us before it gets deleted.
Yep, taken down for hate speech. So I've been putting up a bunch of extra clips on there, extra content. Check that out. I love you so much. Goodbye now.